Welcome into the Packers defensive breakdown of Week 11 against the Chicago Bears. Packers obviously snuck away with a win here. Not the greatest performance from the defense. A ton of yards given up. Obviously only 19 points in the end given up as well. Too many scrambles that were allowed. There was a collapse on the last drive of the game, and we're going to take a look at all of that. So let's dive into the film. Let's see how the Packers performed this week. All right, here we're just going to get started. Packers bringing pressure and running the stunt on the inside, where you're going to have Wyatt wrap around and then Walker take that guard. And you've got Anagbari, who's going to get up and outside. That's going to allow a lane for Caleb Williams to escape here. Gets outside, scrambles, and this was happening frequently. This is a third down. Frequently scrambled for first down throughout this game. Not going to show all of those scrambles, but obviously it was a big issue for the Packers this game. A player who had a pretty solid game outside of a few mistakes was Brenton Cox, who's obviously spent some years on the practice squad for the Packers, developing. He got some play time here, and he's going to have an aggressive run stop here. And that's actually going to be something that comes back to bite the Packers. All right, so he's playing the run the entire way, able to get past and avoid the puller because this is a counter. All right, you've got a GH counter, so you've got the H here, or it could be the Y. All right, GY counter, so you're going to have the guard. He's going to be responsible for kicking out, and then the tight end is supposed to lead, but Cox is going to get in the backfield with enough speed, crashing down, able to make a tackle in the backfield. And then we're going to get some read option. They saw how aggressive the Packers were attacking the running back, and that's actually going to work in favor for the Bears with these read options. There are a few of these read options where Caleb Williams pulls the ball and gets some yards on the ground. And this was obviously a wonderful flop by the diva himself, Caleb Williams. Right? A little bit of a shove, but, not too much there. That was it definitely shouldn't have been a penalty. But that read option is what we wanted to show anyways. And it happens multiple times throughout the game where they get easy yards because of the read option. And here we'll focus on Brenton Cox one more time. Does a good job here. Staying disciplined. Doesn't fall for the fake. And he's able to get a sack here on Caleb Williams. So he does a good job here, recognizing the situation, that this is just a play action. You can see that the running back doesn't have the ball, so he just continues full steam ahead, gets a sack on Caleb Williams. So well done by Brenton Cox. All right, here, this is just poor tackling by the defense. Could have been stopped a little bit earlier. It's just a simple screen. We've got essentially a tunnel screen here to the number one. We've got DJ Moore catches the ball. It's pushed back a little bit there because of the blocks. McKinney misses a block. Cooper misses the block. You've got guys stacking up here. Mosby as well. And then you've got Quay Walker ending up finishing that tackle, but after the first down marker. So just not really sound in the tackling on this play. And that's going to push them into the first down and, within about 6 yards of the end zone. Then you've got a couple rushing plays here. This one gets ruled short, but Quay Walker shoots the gap, but he's not able to make the stop. Gets wrapped up, able to drag him down just before the goal line. See, the helmet falls on the goal line, so it's not quite a touchdown. So we'll get into the next play. And this one, it looks like he could be short again, but Quay Walker there trying to make the tackle, and they ruled this one a touchdown instead. So not the greatest sequence from the Packers defense here, giving up that screen, missing tackles, which allowed them to get a first down, and then a couple easy runs for a touchdown there for the Bears. Here we're going to have a cover 3. That's just going to get beat. So you've got a rotation here where you've got 3 deep defenders, and you're going to have McKinney that's coming down. So this is going to be a sky, right? So sky, the safety comes down to play the quarter flat, right? And here you've got the curl to flat. So he sees him down here in the flat. So he's got to kind of respect both the deeper route and the flat. It is a first down, so it could easily be a check down. So he's got to play in between those two. And Caleb Williams does a nice job here with the timing. Just enough air on it for McKinney not able to make a play. And that was a big play for the Bears. So just kind of a perfect play here. You've got one receiver occupying that deep third defender. So Valentine has to follow him. And then you've got the quarter flat defender who has to stay honest with the guy in the flat. And then this sail route over the top. And just a good throw there. Not able to do much. Gets the ball moving down the field for the Bears. We're going to focus on Quay. We've seen this multiple times. He's playing that middle read in a cover 2. So he's going to looking for that receiver that's going to be crossing over the middle. He's got eyes on him here. He's going to cut him off, box him out a little bit. Ball is in the air. And I wish he would be able to, improve his ball skills here and attack the football rather than trying to constantly seal Allen here. I think if there's one area that Quay Walker can improve as a player, it's definitely his ball skills. All right. Obviously, that's not his main job. That's not what middle linebackers are known for necessarily. But he could become an incredible threat if he knew how to attack the football when it was in the air. In addition to his run game, his run stop ability, he could become a dangerous player with his athletic traits as well. So, you'd like to see it happen, but in the end, this is good coverage. It is incomplete. So this is a plus play for him, but you would like to see it be a playmaker where he's able to pick that off instead. And then because you can't get that interception later on that drive, you get a nice pin pull toss from the Bears. All right, so you're going to get two receivers here that are going to crush down. So they're going to take these blocks here, and you're going to get two pullers. So you're going to get the tackle and Keenan Allen that are going to pull out. So this is just a perfect execution of a pin pull. All right, so you can see two pins down. You've got Quay Walker occupied at the second level with one of the offensive linemen. And guess what? You've got two pullers for two defenders. That's just perfect execution here. Block on Williams. Carrington Valentine gets pushed to the outside. Now it's one-on-one with McKinney. And that's a hard play to make. All right, so McKinney over pursues. Easy cutback for Swift and a big touchdown. So what could have been an interception by Quay Walker ends up leading to a massive touchdown run later in the same drive. So making this game a lot closer than it needs to be. All right, next play, we've got the Packers in cover one. They've got man across the board. Even with it in a bunch, you're going to have a press here trying to break things up. Valentine is going to be man on Keenan Allen. And then with this motion, you're going to have Komet going outside and then Williams following. So with that motion, you can see, and this is cover one. You have off coverage. You have essentially what's going to be a rub here. They did this multiple times in this game. So even if Williams, you can see his eyes, he's got the receiver in his peripherals, so he can see the quarterback here. So if he throws early, he can make a break on it. But this rub is going to make it impossible for him to do that. And this off coverage is also going to make it very difficult for Valentine to make a play. And we can see Caleb Williams' eyes. He's got one read in this play, and this is that guy. And man coverage, Keenan Allen does a very, very good job. Sets up even, which is going to allow this. It looks like a choice route. He comes up. He's going to give a little bit of a stutter step, and then he's going to break out. But because he keeps his shoulders square, this could easily be a choice where it comes breaking inside. So he's got to keep his feet set ready for any break, but it is an outside breaker, and you can see Caleb Williams looking at that the entire time is going to break out. And I know the Packers have been called for penalties like this, in the past. It doesn't look like to me that he's running a route there, personally. And that's going to be a pick route that doesn't get called, and it's an easy first down on a third down for the Bears. So Caleb Williams, with only one read there, able to get a first down for the Bears. Valentine not able to make that play happen. All right, here we go. It is a time that nobody wants to watch, but we've got the final drive. Here we go. Bears trying to make a comeback. First down. TJ Slayton getting a sack. All right, pressure's going to get there on the edge, forces a step up. Gary with a nice bull rush. Slayton able to shed his block there and get a sack. First down, sack. Everything is looking good. A second down. What's going to happen? Not going to look too much at the coverage. Pressure again. Gary this time gets to him. Another sack. Third and long. What are we going to see? Naturally, third and long. You're obviously protecting the sticks here at the 40. They're starting from the 21. All right, so you've got third and 19 here. Ball gets snapped. You get a twist on the inside. Enigbare just narrowly missing a third straight sack. But he's going to slip underneath. He escapes. Where do you see the weakness? Where do you see the weakness? It's right here. I personally do not like having vision defense on third and 19. A match zone would be a little bit better. And obviously being aware of where the sticks are is super important. And he starts to drift. And I think that's something that Quay Walker, we're talking about, needs to get better at. He's going to see this rollout, and he's going to start creeping up. Right? He can see this guy. He doesn't see the guy behind him. So he starts creeping up, and we have this player trying to make up for it. He starts to see it. Caleb Williams can see Quay Walker come down, and Williams coming down, trying to make a play. He is tackled short of the sticks, but going from a third and 19 to a 4th and 2, that's a huge difference, right? If you allow him, if you cover this one guy, it's going to be a check down either to the tight end or he's scrambling, right? You check it down here. He gets maybe to the 30 before Bullard gets a tackle. If you let him scramble, probably the same thing. So you're going to have a 4th and 10 as opposed to moving up here and allowing this guy to make a catch. So it's unfortunate. But again, we talked about Quay's coverage skills. They have improved, but they're still not good enough. And that's going to put the Bears in a 4th and 2 situation that they end up converting on. All right, now just looking pre-snap at the coverage. We've got cover one. We've got man, one high. So they're going to be bringing some pressure, most likely. And they're going to force this ball to come out quick. And one thing that is going to be good against cover one, again, we've seen it with the Packers. They're going to take this matchup. He's going to basically isolate and go on a fade route here. And it's a jump ball. Like, it's not the best option on a 4th and 2, right, to seal the game. But the ball is up and thrown. Odunze's got his eyes turned around early and is able to turn around, back shoulder, and make a catch. All right, so he throws up this prayer, one-on-one. Nixon doesn't get his head turned around because he can't know in man that the ball is going to be up in the air. Right? It's on the Bears sideline, so he doesn't hear any of his teammates screaming ball, so he doesn't know to turn around. And usually, as a DB, you're watching the hands. If the hands go up, right, then you're going to be turning your head. right? But instead of the hands going up, he brushes by with his left arm, turns around, catches it back shoulder. So there's no indication, there's no way that Nixon can know in man coverage that the ball's in the air coming towards him. And that's just a good play there by Odunze to convert for a first down. And then trying to press the issue here, we're going to bring pressure. Which, again, we've seen in man coverage the last few plays. They haven't been working too well. So you're going to put Bullard on an all-pro receiver, Keenan Allen, man coverage. And he's going to get out there for a first down at the 30, just setting them up in prime position for a game-winning attempt. And of course, nothing to analyze here. We talked about the low trajectory of the kick. All right, so Brooks gets through in the middle. You can see the reaction of everyone rushing the field on this field goal block. See it from the end zone angle as well. A little bit choppy here on the video, but nice block there. Even if Brooks didn't get it, it looks like Enigbare would have gotten it as well. And that was a savior of a kick for the Green Bay Packers. So they scrape away with a 20-19 victory against a division opponent, and that's what we'd love to see. So in total, Packers defense, they gave up 391 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, but most importantly, they do come away with a blocked field goal at the end, and a win is a win. Defense, of course, needs to tighten up, especially in the late game situations. You know, the man situations at the very end were questionable. The zone coverage at the end also questionable. So, you know, if nothing is working, then it's hard to know what you're supposed to play as a defensive coordinator. But you know, great block by Carl Brooks at the end of the game. Keeps the Packers in the win column. And that'll do it for today's video. So thank you guys for watching. It's much appreciated. And I will see you in the next video, continuing on catching up all these videos. Of course, next video is going to be on the 49ers and the Packers offense against the 49ers, as well as the Packers defense against the Niners. So take care. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you in the next video.